not after you, but they shoot crazy and something like that happens.
Shots ring out during a Friday football game. 3 people, including a teenager, injured. Tonight at 5, where the investigation stands and how Whitmer's community is rallying together to heal.
And taking a stand against state officials, the TPS board speaks out against a new statewide proposal that could change Title IX protections in schools.
So it's been years in the making, but are we getting closer to an end? ODOT officials weigh in on the I-75 interchange project and when we might see those orange barrels go bye-bye. But tonight we begin with continuing coverage here this evening on this Monday. Good evening, I'm Jeff Smith. A crowd full of students running for cover. Adults shielding their little ones with their own bodies, not knowing what would happen next. A high school football game on Friday turned into moments of panic, images that likely will not be forgotten, especially from those at the game, even parents watching from home, not knowing if their kids were all right. And tonight, there are still a lot of questions.
WTOL 11 has team coverage tonight. Michael Sandlin and Trent Croce are both live at Whitmer High School. Trent talked with school leaders, students, and parents as they finished their first day back to class following the shooting. Michael has more on the investigation itself. So, Michael, I'll start with you first. Any update tonight from Toledo Police?
Melissa, I spoke to Toledo Police earlier this afternoon, and they tell me while they don't have any suspects in custody just yet, they are speaking to witnesses and checking security footage here at the stadium. And in a joint statement released by the mayor, the chief of police, and the superintendent of Whitmer schools earlier today, they say that security footage in particular is helping them find the person responsible. Now, it's already almost been 72 hours since the shooting Friday night, a rivalry game between Whitmer and Central Catholic interrupted by the echoes of gunfire. Students and parents fled the stadium as fast as possible, and those who couldn't ducked for cover. 3 people were shot, including a 21-year-old Toledo resident, Maurice Winfrey, 28-year-old Brianna Burwell of Kissimmee, Florida, and a 17-year-old Whitmer student who we are choosing to not name at this time. All of the victims are expected to recover. TPD tells me 15 deputies and 1 Toledo police officer were working the game, and a metal detector was at the entrance. For the Toledo families that attended Friday night football games, TPD's Lieutenant Davis shares this message.
I think people should go about their daily lives and enjoy the sporting events that we have here. Always be cognizant of your surroundings. If you see something, say something. Even if you think it's something minor or it might not be important, call us and let us know and let us check it out because it could be potentially something that needs to be addressed.
Again, there have been no arrests in this investigation yet, so if you know anything, call Crime Stoppers at 419-255-1111. You can remain anonymous. And if we find anything out about this investigation, we'll keep you updated on here and online. But for now, reporting in West Toledo, I'm Michael Sandlin for WTOL 11.
Washington local schools back at it today in class, and now we join in. Our team coverage continues, this time with Trent Croce. Trent, we understand there was a different vibe on campus today.
Jeff, that's right. For these students and faculty that came back to class today, it was anything but normal. The faculty wore spirit wear to show their school pride, and students wore the color orange in the fight against gun violence. And you can see right here the school's main priority right now. This sign was donated by the class of 1987, is to remain Whitmer strong, as you can see. And I spoke to school officials who say it was a range of emotions for everyone walking into class earlier. They say while sharing many different emotions, they all experienced the same situation. This morning, they held support groups for students and sectioned them off to approach them differently. Students who were a part of the student section, football players, band members, as well as students who weren't at the game were all separated. The different groups met in the separate areas of the school to express their own feelings or experiences and address resources available for them as well.
We gave each student a QR code so that they are able to, maybe today they're not feeling any sort of emotion, and maybe in 3 days they will. We want them to know that those supports remain in place for them. So with the QR code that we gave them, they're going to be able to sign up for a little extra help, a little counseling session with one of our counselors or a staff member they trust.
Whitmer is already planning the next Friday game at Clay High School, where they hope both schools will have an orange out in the fight against gun violence as well. Central Catholic did not have school today, the team that played Whitmer on Friday. They will go back to school, though, tomorrow, where their school officials say they will continue to address and support as they move forward from the situation. Reporting live in West Toledo, Trent Croce, WTOL 11.
Trent, thanks. And we're seeing a lot of support tonight for the Washington local family. Several people taking to social media, changing their profile pictures to the school's mascot. Others making signs that read, "We support Panther Nation." And like you saw near Trent, there's also a sign in front of the high school that reads #Whitmer Strong. That was put up by the graduating class of 1987.
WTOL 11, we will continue to follow this story as the investigation continues. We are going to have another live report in just about 20 minutes, and our team coverage picks up again at 6.